Welcome back to GalaxyS2Tips.com. Now we just wanted to show you a few of the tips that we've learned so far and that you can find on the tips and tricks section of the website. We'll start with the brightness control, which can actually be handled by the notification bar at the top of your screen. First we'll need to change the settings. So we'll go to display and screen brightness, and we want to take automatic brightness off. Okay, go back to your home page, and now if you just hold on the top of the notification bar, it turns into a scroll bar that adjusts the brightness. I don't know how well that's coming up on your screens, but I can tell you it definitely turns into a scroll bar. It makes changing the brightness a lot easier if you've turned your auto brightness off. Another tip I wanted to show you just while we're here is in the apps drawer there's actually quite a lot of options. You can pinch to zoom to view all the pages of apps you've got on your phone, and then you can just tap into whichever page you want. You can of course hit the menu button and view all your apps as a list, or from the grid view you can also hit menu then edit, and let's see what it tells us. From the edit screen you can move your applications around, you can even add folders, and you can actually change the applications that appear at the bottom of your home screen. So let's say we want to add a game hub to our bottommost to the bottom of the launcher. That's how easy it is to change. Now the only one that you cannot change is actually the home or application button as it would appear on the home screen. You can add folders and literally just drag applications by tapping and holding and dropping them into a folder. Now there's a very easy way to organize your applications, because as you'll find on the application drawer you can't actually organize the applications alphabetically unless they're in a list in the list view. When you're looking at the grid, you have to manually organize them all just by dragging and dropping, which is a bit of a pain. So using folders will definitely simplify the process. You can also tap and hold and just tilt the phone left or right to decide which of the grid pages you want to put the application on. You can obviously add pages, or should be able to, let's see if we can remove that page. Doesn't look like we can at the minute, but let's just put this folder on there. Yes, okay. You can easily just remove the folder just as easily. Okay. Now you can also use the tap and hold and tilt to move your apps around on your home screens. Let's say we want to move the Google search. Tap and hold. And I don't know how well you can see it at home. The screen does dim a bit when you're doing that, so let me turn these lights off. You might be able to see that better. So if we tap and hold, let's try just talk, and then we tilt the screen, you can see it takes us through the home screens, and it certainly makes it a lot easier to move your links and your apps about. The same can be said for widgets. Now you can just add them with a tap. No room on that page, but it'll find the next page. It should find the next page that's got room. Like that. But you can just scroll through your screens whilst the widget menu is still open at the bottom. Makes it very easy for moving them around and putting them where you want. And it also makes it easy because you can just tap them as you go and add as many as you like. Let's ignore that one for the minute. It requires more information. But you can just add as many as you want quite easily. And a few of these widgets can actually be resized. Let's look at mini paper. I'm going to remove talk for the moment. And if you look at mini paper, if you just tap and hold and drop it right back into the same place, this grid appears, which lets you expand, increase the size of the app, of the widget, should I say. You can actually make it smaller. Obviously, the bigger it is, the more information will actually be displayed on the mini paper once you've entered some new information. As you see, the information you enter actually appears there. Let's make it small again. Another tip which many of you will find quite useful is for taking screenshots of your phone. It's quite simple and straightforward. All you have to do is quickly tap both the home button and the power button at the same time. You'll hear a click, kind of like a camera shutter sound, and there you have it, and it says screen captured, saved as image file. Let's see how easily we can find said image file. It's going to take a little time getting used to the grid and finding out where everything is. Okay, and now it's telling us about that tilt to zoom option. Let's go back and try it out. Oh right, I was a bit confused there for a second because I thought that was my home screen and I didn't understand why it wasn't doing what I wanted, but of course that's what I took a photo of. So to tilt to zoom, you put both fingers on the image and you just tilt it forward or backward, and you can see it zooms very smoothly. It's quite an intuitive way to zoom, but it might still take some getting used to after the pinch to zoom that we're all used to from phones before. Another tip I want to quickly show you is that you can actually remove home screens. If you pinch to zoom, you'll view them all, and then you can, from here you can tap and hold them and actually remove them. You can always add a home screen back later if you don't need it. But this one has items. Do you want to delete for sure? Definitely. Let's get rid of it. This one as well. I don't need that for the minute. Probably don't need that. And we can keep adding home screens if we want, with a max of 7. What's also useful to know is you can flick through your home screens quite easily, or you can use these little dots at the bottom as a scroll bar, and you can quickly scroll through them. This option is also available in the app drawer. You've got those dots at the bottom again, and you can use them as a scroll bar as well. You just need to tap and hold and it'll kind of turn into a scroll bar.